Welcome to the Fabled 42 channel, and this is Crypt Creatures, a homebrew horror-themed campaign that's yes, from I'm tired.
You can tell by the pink aesthetic.
Yeah, oh,
Yes,
it's
welcome to the last night of Women's History Month.
yes, it's the last day of Women's History Month, so we are all wearing pink today. Yay. And
Yay!
so yeah, anyway, everybody let's go around and do a quick introduction for ourselves, and then I can pull up the summary of last game, starting with GW.
Oh, hi! I'm GW. You guys know me. It's good to see you guys again. Hey! Shooting it to Snyder.
Um, Hi, I'm Chris, and you know me as Avaran. You can catch me on, let's see, Twitch and the PlayStation Network as Agent Fox 5, and then you can catch me on Instagram as the real Chris S, and I'm going to shoot it over to Darian.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm that one guy. Uh, you could know me as Kalzarath, and yeah, you're not gonna really find me too much, but I will eventually start doing stuff more online.
Cool, cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Look, we're not even supposed to do sponsor stuff right now, but guess what? Griffin Co. Because Griffin Co. has shifted over to doing all their gifts and stuff, and your homie here got a little package in the mail today. It was started out as a joke, but because one of the things they do offer now is they make these little trophy things. And
Nice.
they were like, "Oh, you can make up a trophy and have whatever you want on it." Well, I was kidding, and I said, "Well, I want Super League champion, three-time champion." So what showed up in the mail today is this awesome trophy.
What?
And,
Cute.
and
Official
then,
and everything.
yeah, no, it's silly, but it's one of the things you can get at Griffin Co.
That's
And
awesome.
they sent that, and then they added in a nice little beer koozie with Super League champion, three-time champion there. Anyway,
Nice.
yes, thank you very much, Griffin Co. I love you, and I'm Eric, and yeah, I don't know, find me places. Erock Eric Bra on, I don't know, places. So anyway, yeah, and Twitch too. I'll be streaming tomorrow night doing Rise of Elements, which is currently being kickstarted. It is a cool game where you just match three kind of situation, play Candy Crush, but you play against an opponent, and there is a health bar, and so you make attacks by making combo connections, whatever collections, and then you can attack them. So anyway, doing it tomorrow night. Come by 6 o'clock. I think their stream starts as early as like 5:30 or something, but mine will start up at 6, and I'll be playing the game and doing a live reading as one of the characters.
Very
Yay!
cool. It's not often you get to see Eric bejewel someone to death.
And our greatest and our lady that we love, and
Hello, I'm Anne. You can find me on Dusty Wings Illustration on Instagram. Um, Otherwise, it's MC Dusty here on Twitch. So, yeah, welcome back. We took a little bit of time off because of GDC and other things. But, yeah, so we are at the home stretch of our game. So this is super exciting. They are on their quest to take down the second to last turret to hopefully kind of turn the status of this war towards the good once more. They've gotten a lot of help from surprising people, including the king of one of the major families that won the war over good. But we are here in what looks to be a cemetery somewhere in the Southern Islands. They've been walking through it for the best of the afternoon, and they were able to find this giant chest in a lower chamber, which was filled with all kinds of good shit, including armor, gold, jewels, that kind of thing. Their enemies were defeated, and so far they have scouted out most of this map to kind of see where they're headed. It looks like the turret is taking form near maybe it's a tree. It almost looks like a giant root that's just been growing out of the ground. The only one who's really seen it has been Avran so far, and he seems to be leading the crew towards it. that's where we left off. It looks like they just defended themselves from magic user, a cult leader, and the very last thing they heard was that they've been found. So even though Chanel cast a spell to kind of hide their location over this entire cemetery area, the ones who are after them now know their location, so they are now pressed with time. So we are gonna open up to the team. Who wants to go first? What's everybody thinking right now since that message rang out?
I don't recall last episode had we searched the body of this person that we fought.
You did. He wasn't holding very much. Looks like you're standing over him, as well as Toddle standing over him, and Kalzarath as well. And you three were probably the ones who heard the message the clearest, unless the others were paying close attention.
All right, lads. It sounds like there's more on the way. We better get the fuck out of here. I recommend staying low and just follow me. I'm headed in the direction that I think the statue's in.
Serpentine, Shell, serpentine.
And maybe keep it a little quieter.
Oh, right. Sorry.
And I'm playing as Toddle for now. Toddle agrees and kind of shuffles forward, trying to take one last look at the body to see if there's anything. But they're
Citri, Chanel, come on.
Let's see. It looks like Niam is there on that little rock wall. I'm gonna send her ahead to see if where enemies might be, so we can avoid them.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll a perception check, please, Avaran.
All right.
Oops,
I'm pretty
hold on.
perceptive. Oh, starting off the night with a nat 20.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh man,
You
what's
perceive
wrong
like
here?
that, huh?
It looks like you are gonna roll one Arcana check, real quick.
All right, Arcana. I'm not as good as that, but we'll see. Some you lose, so that's a nat 1.
Oh god. Okay. Well, never mind then.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
all seems pretty clear so far. It looks like, with the help of Neom too, and your kind of like connection in that way, he hasn't, or she hasn't really seen anything either. You will sense that there is some sort of magic that's ignited through the grounds of this cemetery, though, and but you're not clear as to why or what kind of magic it is.
Okay.
Who's following behind Avaran? Like, what's the marching order?
I guess I would be next.
I'm wherever Chanel and Citri are.
Okay.
I think I would be behind. Oh boy. Kalzarath. I was staring at your name in the Zoom, and I was like, "That's not it." Wait. So I'm behind Kalzarath.
Okay. Wonk. And Toddle's gonna send Doggo up ahead as well. Specifically to search for goods to pick up. What were you gonna say, Avaran?
I am going to use a first level spell slot to cast Detect Evil and Good.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Let's see.
Because I'd rather have a better idea of what might be ahead of us. So that's Aberration, Celestial, Elemental, Fey, Fiend, or Undead within 30 feet.
Definitely a bunch of undead, kind of almost lined. Like, this whole place is, like, almost made of them. But none of them are moving right now.
Walking on broken bones.
But as far as
So
you can tell, it's all undead.
So I kind of raise my arm to just, tell the group to halt for a moment. And I relay that to them. It's like, we need to be very quiet in this area. There are undead all around us. So stay low, stay close to the walls maybe. Just try to move as quietly as you can. And actually, with that, I'm going to use that bracelet that we got in Hell and do pass without a trace.
Nice. Okay. Cool, cool. And I think everybody would be covered with that. So it's plus 10 for everybody. Stealth
Nice.
checks.
And I'm going to continue on.
Okay. As you're walking through, this place is, well, it was dead. Dead quiet since you've gotten here. However, now there seems to be a little bit more activity. Not quite from wildlife. Maybe it's the wind. But the wind does start to pick up, and it looks like a fog starts to roll in as well.
That could work to our advantage. I'm gonna move up like straight ahead to where those two like kind of pillars are in front of us, and then if I can do a perception check there.
Roll it.
Total of 23.
Oh shit. Okay, well. I'll zoom out so you can kind of see. It looks like over here to the right. Oh yeah, I forgot I added this. It seems to be a structure of some kind that was recently used. Everything here is like in ruin, right? But it looks like someone sort of repurposed the better wall bits of this area, rebuilt some of the wall. Because you can smell kind of campfire smoke. You are seeing light and smoke emerge from this area as well. But as far as things inside, I mean, you don't really sense anything. Neom doesn't see anything either.
Something's alive around here.
There definitely seems to be something. I don't like this.
In the meantime, Citri's going to change back into her human form.
In the meantime.
Oh, is she a human? I don't know why. I thought she was like a halfling or a gnome.
Oh yeah, technically she's half elf, but.
Huh.
Yeah, half elf.
All right, so I'm gonna motion for everyone to come join me.
I guess so. Let's go.
Okay, you guys follow Toddle.
Moving carefully.
As well. And Chanel's actually going to check on her spell in the dome. It looks like it's I'm just gonna roleplay it. No, I won't. She's gonna walk up to you guys and ask if anyone has a healing potion she can use, because the spell she's using to hold up this dome is causing her health.
I remember last time, we all got like a bunch of potions and stuff. I don't think I added it to my inventory, but I'm going to pass it back to her.
Okay.
I was going to say the same thing. Like, I know we got some, but I don't think I added them to my...
I mean, if you're closer and you want to hand it to her, that's cool.
She is going to take it. Okay. And she continues to try to hold up this dome. Okay.
So from what I remember of Neom's, like, what?
Whoop. Uh-oh. I think I'm frozen.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What's in the middle? The white stuff.
We're talking about
I'm
donuts.
freezing up, fam. Can you hear me?
I can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Might just be the spire.
We even see you moving around and stuff and things.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
Yep.
Did you not want us to see you move around?
No, you can. I just, Tail Spire's glitching out on me.
It's a very intensive program.
Yeah.
It take all the RAM.
I'm gonna do Theater of Mind for now. Is that okay, GW?
Of course it is.
Okay. Boink.
Switch us back.
Double M.
Double, triple
Oh, you're not supposed to see that. Clip.
So much N.
There we go. All right. So as, what I was saying earlier is I think I remember from Neom's original like scouting flight that we want to be. I'm assuming like we're headed north, and so I want, even though there's light to what would be I guess the east of us, I'm gonna try and continue on north if there's a passage through there.
Okay. And there is.
Keeping an eye wary
You
on
walk
those
through,
new.
it seems to be pretty rubble heavy.
Hmm.
It's a little rubble heavy, so there is some climbing that's involved. So everybody roll a dexterity check. Well, you can make it.
All right.
A dexterity check.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is not a good dex.
Oh yes.
Total of 5.
5. That's okay. I mean, it's not great. You do tend to slow down though, and the most of the crew, I think, starts to walk past you, and they're the ones to kind of help you up over all of the rock and stone wall bits. Toddle seems to somersault over that shit because Toddle got a natural 20.
So did I.
Well, and she's
Oh my God.
or he's a rock gnome, right?
That's also true, yeah. So Diggy and Toddle are the ones kind of helping everybody else over.
Apparently, Diggy's preferred
Otherwise-
terrain is gravestone rubble.
But otherwise, not much new to report. That fog is getting pretty thick, though. So as far as
And
seeing
Leon's getting
yourselves-
larger.
It's hard to see.
We're losing Anne, man.
Oh no.
Now you are freezing up. You're
Oh, no.
You're getting robotic on us.
Oh no, I know my internet's cutting out. I was afraid this would happen.
Tailspire just leeching it all.
No, I've only got like 2 bars.
Leave Hellspire alone
See.
for now.
No,
Just
you
leave it
guys-
alone
See.
for now.
What had happened was
What happened was they came out here and took down my internet.
my upstairs neighbors went, I'm just gonna line the whole house with lead.
Yeah. One of my roommates is now streaming, like downloading everything in the world.
Oh man. God damn it. Anyway. Continue on perception check for Avaran specifically, please.
All right, you got it. Ooh, that's a good one. 10. No, sorry, 16.
16.
Forgot to
Okay,
add my
pretty
modifier.
I have a passive of 17.
I have a passive of 27.
Oh.
I mean, technically, I rolled my passive.
good. Ooh, y'all fancy.
I have a bonus of 17.
Well, they don't call me Diggy for nothing.
Well, it looks like you reach what looks to be a solid wall. So you have to go right, which is going to be actually towards that,
New embattlements?
kind of... Yeah. Or you can climb walls left. Or walk all the way the fuck around.
I was, are you good?
How tall is the wall?
The wall is about 8 feet tall, so it's not too bad. It's solid stone, yet you can see just other tombs, it looks like, over it. Tombs for specific...
But this
royal
wall is like
families and
newer?
things like that. Yeah, it's just held up a lot better. Rich people, you know.
Oh, I thought you were saying that this was the section where
It's well
there
kept.
somebody was obviously like had enhanced the rubble.
Oh, that's on the right side.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And in front of you guys is a wall. It's all about 8 feet. On the left side, it's about at It's still about 8 feet, but you can see over it, and it seems to be more open space and just some tombs.
Okay.
Can I use acrobatics to get on top of the wall so I can try to do a quick lookout?
You can. Roll it, please.
I rolled an 11, so 22.
22. Okay. All right, let's see. Yeah.
I
you
laugh
see
at
a
your
couple-
chicks.
You see several tombs. Gravestones, a lot of statues of elven people or dark elves clad in armor. It seems to be a little nicer but overgrown. It's mostly stone and grass. It's pretty quiet, and the soil is really wet from the dew from the morning. There are some sconces that look like they were lit and have been burning for a while. As far as people and things that you see, you don't see anybody. You just see a couple of stray cats sort of checking you out.
Doom doop da doom doop da doom doop doom da doom da doom.
Am I still getting the sense from my detect good and evil spell that there's undead around or anything else?
Yeah, the ground is still lined with them, but they're just holding still for now.
Got it.
I tell everyone what I saw up there, including the cats.
Including the cats, that's cute.
Do they react?
One's a black cat, and he's really cute and kind of a medium hair, and the other one's a calico.
Cool.
Are we
All right.
climbing over?
Well, are we climbing? Well, I don't know. Does everyone trying to come up here, or I was just doing this for a lookout? So what do you all want?
Do you see anything up ahead that you think might be a threat?
At least not at this angle.
Well, then I think we've got to get to our destination. I mean, we can help each other climb up over the wall.
Are they still a rhino? From what I remember.
No,
she
she
switched
changed
back.
back.
Okay, yeah. I was just like,
She can bulldoze through it.
yeah. I was like, I don't know if I can lift a rhino. Like, yeah.
Oh, you know
yeah,
what she
let's-
does do though? She turns herself into a gorilla. And she beats her chest for a little bit, then runs in with one single arm, kind of hoists herself up over the wall pretty easily, and perches on top of it, and holds out a big paw to help somebody up.
I'm gonna lift Toddle up, then just handle all the smalls, basically.
Oh, thanks.
I'll gladly climb into her arms.
Oh,
Okay.
Anne's frozen.
Famous last words from Anne. Okay, I'm fucking ready.
Hello, everyone. So sorry. My God, we are back. I am back.
It's
Well,
break time.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
are we still?
We're here. We're back. We're back.
Okay, we're back. Okay. Well, yes, welcome.
Back.
We've got a gorilla on the wall. We've also got Kalsarath on the wall, and Citra is still waiting to hoist someone up, and that's when I cut out, so I didn't hear anything after I said that.
I will, of course, climb right up into her arms with Chanel.
Cool.
And then after that, I'm lifting the smalls one by one.
Wait.
Thanks.
Moink. So we've
Couldn't you
got-
just toss him like a football?
Yeah, but not with a perfect spiral.
Why are we talking about this right now?
If you throw him feet first, his ears will, like, help guide him.
Can we just like not try to try anything weird? Let's just do the thing, maybe.
And you notice, Calamity, that you land on what seems to be a large stone coffin.
Ooh.
I landed on something. I think it's a coffin made of stone.
It'll be fine.
I'm gonna investigate the coffin.
Okay. Roll it.
All right. Let me just put this on here. All right. Let's see what we got here. You know what? I ain't gonna fight it. I ain't even gonna fight that. I got a total of 3 total.
3?
Wow.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's not
Yeah.
great.
Well, you know.
It's
You know.
it's a stone box with the body in it. You notice it's old. That's about all you notice.
There's a body in here. I don't know if it's important or not. If anyone wants to take a look,
Chanel
Oh my
will also roll investigation for the coffin that her and Diggy are standing on. She rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
God, oh.
I'm rolling 20s today.
What's
Hell
that
yeah.
like, guys? Wow.
She starts to read some of the Elven language on the side of this coffin, and she tells everybody that she thinks this was once a lord who owned a ton of land in a couple of the islands entirely.
I mean, my Elven's pretty bad, but I think it says this guy fucks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if he's that rich, let's pop it open.
Pop it open. Are you gonna pop it open?
Yeah, I'm gonna pop it open.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Do you have any tools for that?
Pop it open tools.
Do I still have a crowbar?
I actually have thieves' tools and a crowbar if you need them.
Well, I have thieves' tools, but I don't think thieves' tools would work. But crowbar, I do have a crowbar.
I reach into my pack, pull my crowbar out, give it kind of like a twirl in my hand, and then toss it to you.
And then I catch it, and I take out my crowbar anyway.
2 crowbars,
roll it.
no waiting.
Double crowbar. Do a strength check, please, to open this coffin.
Ooh.
By the way, GW, Father
My
Kid gave
worst.
you a luck and inspo.
I know, thank you.
He's gonna DC this thing.
Ooh,
Rolled a 15.
nice. All right, that does crack it open. It reveals a handsome skeleton clad in a really beautiful robe. There seems to be some kind of gold, almost foil-looking embroidery of a dragon on the front of it. And it's also on the back if you were to lift it up. He's holding a sword in his hands as well. And there's
Okay.
just jewels encrusted all over the robe, all over the sword. He's wearing a ring on every finger.
The second I see he's holding a sword, I'm gonna crush his skull.
This guy tried to take it all with him.
Just to make sure. Just to make sure.
Should be easy enough, it's all...
Okay.
His skull is squished.
Alright. Then I'm gonna collect some of these jewels. I don't know who he is, but
Yeah, the jewels, nothing in here is magic except the robe. As far as what the robe does, if you want to roll Arcana, or if anyone does, I can tell you. But the jewels are just jewels. There's a few rubies. There's like 5. I would say 5 rubies, a bunch of really small sapphires, a couple of diamonds.
I
And a
got
bunch of-
I rolled an 18, so 23 Arcana.
Shit.
That is better
Okay.
than me.
Shit, I have a couple of robes. His I'll just make.
What does the robe do?
The robe is a camouflage robe.
Ooh.
Oh no, I don't need that. Who needs camouflage?
Yeah. It increases, it adds, it's like it's pretty much plus 10 stealth. It's the same thing as if you were to catch.
Pass without a trace.
Pass without a trace, yeah.
Jeez, if I put it on, I will be invisible forever.
You'll cease to exist.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the gold dragon looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can't wear 2 robes at once.
And Chanel, since she did roll a natural 20, she does know why the cloak has a dragon on it. Apparently, this guy, when he was an early adventurer before he became a lord, met his wife, who was being, I guess, kidnapped by a bunch of cult leaders who worshipped this golden dragon. And the dragon had the ability to camouflage into the mountains. So the first thing he saw was her, fell in love with her, but then the dragon pierced his heart, and she was able to bring him back to life. And then they got married.
Aw.
Hmm.
Aw.
That was romantical.
Oh my god, I was at that wedding. It was amazing.
Well, if anyone wants the cloak, I may give it up, but if not, I'm just gonna hold on to it.
Cool.
So, and I had also rolled an Arcana, and I got 16. I was hoping to see if there was anything special about the sword.
The sword is a sword. It looks like it had magic in it at one point, but it looks like someone at some point transferred the magic out of it.
All right, I just kind of like shrug and move away
It's a
from
beautiful
it.
sword, though. Yeah.
Maybe I'll take a dagger and start popping the jewels out. No, no time for that.
Wow.
Wow.
May they rest in pieces, apparently.
If you're not doing it, Toddle's doing it. So Toddle's gonna go to town.
Wow.
Toddle, be quick about that. We have to keep going.
Different side of this Toddle person.
No, it's the same side.
This tracks.
Well, that I've seen, I mean.
This is what Toddle idles at.
Pretty much. All right, Avran, where's the crew headed next?
80 beats per minute.
Continuing on north towards the statue that we're looking for.
Okay. And Kalzarath is gonna be right behind.
This isn't the statue we're looking for. Move along.
And Biggie is gonna follow suit as well. And as you walk through, the tomb is a little bit tidier than where you've been in the past. It looks like it's been well kept. So you see some tracks on the ground. I think from your past and your passive perception, you can kind of indicate that there is someone who kind of keeps, it's like a grave keep, who keeps this area in particular part pretty tidy.
Well done. Hope there's a tip jar.
Anything in the area that I see, or
Roll a perception check.
6 and 6, 12.
Nothing in particular. Yeah, you do see a couple of these. What are these called? I forget.
Mausoleums.
Mausoleums. Thank you. And there's a bunch of them scattered about this area. All of them are really intensely locked. And there's a really almost faded kind of old magic that acts as an arcane lock for a couple of them. But if you read some of the inscriptions on the side, it's probably just people, nothing really new. There's no living creatures besides the two cats that seem to be following you around out of curiosity.
But I mean, big locks might mean big treasure, Kalzarath.
Yeah, it's true.
Bottle is tempted.
Didn't have to tell your friend, did I?
I'm gonna look at Avaran, and because if memory serves, Avaran has something that he can speak to animals now. Yeah, he has like a staff thing.
The stick, yeah.
Avaran, can you ask those two cats why they're just kind of following us?
Sure, Calamity, I'll get right on that and just kind of like firmly grab the stick and
Firmly grasp it.
and God, was there something I had to do with this thing? Or did just holding it give me the ability?
I think
Maybe
holding
just
it
shake
will
it.
give you the ability. Yeah.
All right,
If you wanted to transform, you had to do like a meditation thing.
that's right. All right, so I'm going to point it at the cat closest to me and say, "You there, cat? What are you doing following us?"
That was really aggressive.
It's the black cat kind of leading the other one and kind of looks at himself, then looks at the other cat. The other cat shrugs and he looks back at you. Just haven't seen anyone in a while. What are you doing here? This is my home, you know. I've been here first.
Well, we're not trying to take your home from you. We're just trying to find a particular statue. There's something we need there. And I describe the statue for the cat.
Okay. And little Calico is gonna come up, and it's a little female cat, and you can tell. And if you take a close look at her, you do notice she's pregnant with kittens. And she walks up and sits. Hopefully not. She's, I know where it is, but what do I get for it?
Well, that's a good question. Um, I
Fucking tuna?
take like a ration out of my pack and like break it up into some smaller pieces that they can eat and sprinkle it on the ground.
And they both kind of devour it. And it looks like they've been out of food for a couple of days now. Yeah, I can tell you where it is. It's that way. And she points forward to a solid wall. This wall.
Okie dokie. I before walking towards it, I just kind of look back and say, Congratulations to the both of you."
And they both nod. And she says, "There's a couple of guys, I think, that have been roaming around here for a while. I haven't seen them for a few hours, but they were definitely here last night. And they didn't look nice, so I would avoid them."
Well, I think we might have run into one of them back there, but I'll keep an eye out for the other one.
And then both the cats kind of sit and watch as the crew approaches the wall.
Let's see. I wonder who would have the highest arcana. See if there's anything magical about the wall.
Or climb up on one of these stupid things and jump over.
Well, if you want to do that, you by all means lead the way then.
Oh, I mean, I'm just saying.
I think it's a great idea. Go ahead, Diggy.
Shit. and he looks at like Chanel and Citri, and they're just like, once again, your stupid mouth got you. And I will start trying to climb the side of the mausoleum to get to the top.
Okay, roll an acrobatics, please.
You got it. I'm not happy about this. It's a 9.
9's not great. I'm gonna
No,
have
it's
Chanel.
not.
I'm gonna have Chanel and Citri roll an assist. A 17 and a 16 natural. So they help get you up there.
Wow, Anne. Who are you today?
I know, what the fuck?
Okay, alright.
And Chanel asks, "Do you see anything up there? Anything bad or good or anything?"
Yeah, let me know. I have a passive of 17, but I can roll a perception or whatever you want.
You do see a tree kind of decorated in skulls. You see some bones that seem to come from a larger animal than you've seen walking around. But otherwise, it's pretty open space. Just a lot of bones and things.
There's like a dinosaur graveyard and a tree that looks like some sort of festive celebration with skulls.
Charming, says Chanel.
You made that sound so pleasant, but I know it's not.
And roll another acrobatics to jump from the mausoleum to the top of the wall.
Oh my god, no. I rolled a 1.
Did you?
It's a 4 total, but it's a 1.
Oh god.
I think he has to biff hard.
Yeah, you miss. And
I fall down inside the wall.
Yeah, you fall and land on your ankle.
How many points of damage?
You take
Not the ankle. Good thing
2
you don't.
points of damage.
2?
Points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, shit!
You okay, sweetie?
Yes,
shit.
thank you, darling.
You are not meant for these things. You know this, right?
Did I hear Did I hear something pop?
I lift my leg and there's like my ankle's just my foot's just dangling.
Oh, yeah.
And so I roll my eyes and go over and cast Cure Wounds on his ankle.
How much do I get out of that, just out of curiosity? Because I was actually down, so.
Oh, were you? I didn't know you were.
Yeah,
I would say prone, yeah.
You get 9.
9! Sorry.
Sorry, don't
Yes,
mind me.
alright.
Take it.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Diggy,
just getting
you have just gotten a luck and inspiration from Tig.
Oh!
Oh, from the
Well,
Patreon.
thank you, Father Tig.
from Faja.
I probably should have used it, but I keep saving all my lucks and stuff till I'm like in dire consequences with enemies.
All right. Are we gonna make another attempt to scale this wall?
I'm gonna do it this time.
I am.
I'm gonna
never mind.
hop. Oh, you can
Yeah,
join
the
me.
bunny rabbit sounds like a good idea.
In that case, I will actually look at the wall and see if I could gleam anything with my little bit of Arcana knowledge.
I bet Bunny's got hops.
At the mausoleum, you do notice the arcane lock. You do notice the creature inside, at least the one on your right, has some sort of magic item in his hands. Doesn't seem to be anything special though. On your left, you do notice a couple of magic items in the mausoleum, also arcane locked.
And you are so good with trying to distract your players. We're not gonna fall for it. We're not gonna fall for it. I'm gonna hop on top of the Mozzie.
Okay,
I'm
Hop,
gonna.
you gonna do your feet jump thing.
I am.
Thank you, Father Tig. That's hilarious.
And what were you doing, Kalzarath?
Do I feel like I would need a spell to disable this arcane lock?
You would, yeah.
And is the lock just on the lock itself, or does it cover the whole door?
That's a good question. It's actually just the lock itself.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna break the door.
Okay, roll a strength check.
A 16.
16. I'll roll against you. Oh, I rolled a 17.
Hell yeah! Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
My wood is stronger than you. Oh, that sounds horrible. Stronger than your grip.
So as I'm on top of this wall, and I'm
You need a
looking
muzzle.
beyond, and I'm looking at everything that Diggy described. Do I see the main kind of bone structure that we saw in Avaran's mine when he scouted out ahead of time?
You do see this tree that's kind of decorating the middle of this area, and it looks similar, but you don't remember bones hanging from the branches. You remember lights.
So that, I don't think that's exactly the same tree that we saw. We might need to just maybe we want to take a look just in case.
Okay, before we do that, hey Avaran, you want to help me break this door?
Well, all right. And I go over to the door with them. Just kind of work my arm out, ready to like slam into it.
Strength check, please.
Right.
Against my badass rolls right now.
Okay, well,
Oh,
don't
fuck.
jinx yourself. See, you don't
I got a
jinx.
3.
You don't get too prideful.
14.
Fuck! Alright. You do succeed in breaking the door down.
Who puts the
Yeah.
arcane lock only on the lock?
And you do notice it's actually almost an open casket. It looks like the top of the casket is glass, a pane of glass. It is covered in dirt and dust and things like that. A couple of cobwebs, bits of moss. But if you were to run your hand over it, you will see the face of, or a skeletal face of, what looks to be a woman, buried in her wedding gown.
Aw.
And it looks like Kalzarath. You'll notice one of the rings she's wearing has magic. Her dress that she's wearing has magic, and you can see there's a brazier that's it's armor, but it's decorated like it is brazier.
Worst honeymoon ever.
Yeah, and it seems to be like a chest plate, I guess. That's magic as well.
I'm gonna yell this out and say, "Do we want any of this?"
Chanel or
And I'm gonna-
Citri.
And yeah, like I don't think the armored brazier will work for me. But
Damn, is Citri tooted up like
Chanel's-
that? Sorry.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I'm just now seeing her Jessica Rabbit mini like
Yeah.
with her butt
Oh,
up
that's
like
Chanel.
oh damn.
That's Chanel.
What did you think she looked like?
I'm sorry. You thought my
She-
ladies were less than?
No, of course not.
She was also not prepared to go trudging through cemeteries today, so.
No,
Yeah,
not
which
with
is
those
why-
heels.
Which is why getting armor is a good idea.
She has a pretty high Arcana check, I think, yes. So looks like the dress she's wearing, it's not as strong as the dress she has on right now, so she's not going to take anything. And she does tell Kazarath and Avran, though, that the ring, even though it's small, it can maybe act as a pinky ring to one of you guys. But it does add, it looks like it has a spell, the ice knife spell on it. And there's
I
3
mean,
charges.
gladly.
Would you like that?
I don't personally need ice knife, but you?
I mean, I'll take it if no one else will.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, darling. It's lovely.
It's a silver, pretty simple ring. There's little snowflakes that are like cast in it. And it's ice knife. There's 3 charges. You can use a bonus action to use it, not a full action.
Sweet.
So my curiosity is gonna get the better of me. I'm going to start hopping over to that bone tree.
Okay.
Do I
Roll
see
investigation.
Calamity go there?
You see Calamity jump off the top of the wall, but then disappear from your vision.
I'm gonna climb after him after he's rolled.
Did we ever figure out if this wall needs to be jumped over, or can we go through it?
This one's taller. It's over 10 feet,
Hmm.
but you can climb it. Real
Or
quick,
can I?
Calamity, what's your roll? And Avran, roll a acrobatics check.
Okay.
Natural 20 investigation, mama.
Oh shit. Okay.
Dirty 20, mama.
You successfully climb over the wall, Avran, and you do see that Calamity's checking out this tree, and it does look very similar to the one in your vision. But Calamity, you do notice that there is a little bit of magic flowing through it. It looks like it's tying something together, but it's totally separate from any sort of turret magic. You actually have a feeling that it might be connected to the undead, just because when you touch the tree, or if you do, you hear some whispers and voices, and you can feel it as it gives you a couple of goosebumps on the back of your shoulders and up your neck. You feel like the voices are coming from underground. But nothing harmful per se. It's just kind of passive conversations and curious notes and things.
So,
But-
continue.
It's old, and that's it.
So the way that all this information leaves me is, I think Averin, you can see me right now.
Mhm.
I should be able to, yeah.
Okay, Averin, something strange happens. I stand up straight, and my ears shoot up, and it's almost like I'm like in a trance. And I say all this stuff out loud, like I just know for some reason, and then after it, I like kind of like snap out of it, and I like kind of like go back down. That was weird.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
I don't think we need it though. I think we can just pass it.
Yeah, that's definitely not the tree that I saw in my vision. Yeah, I think we should just keep going.
Okay.
And Citri is still a gorilla, by the way, and that helps toddle over the wall and offers to help everybody else.
Yeah,
Of course, darling.
Okay, Kalzarath, roll an acrobatics check, please.
Okay.
Wow, don't sound sad about it.
I rolled a 26.
Oh shit, you somersault over it,
Man.
landed a hero's pose at the
How's
bottom.
that? It's pretty OP.
Well, no, I just got reliable talent, so it's like everything that I'm proficiency in, I'm not allowed to roll below a 10.
Nice.
Not allowed.
So yeah, with a
Not
plus
allowed.
11 for acrobatics, I'm just like, hey.
My dad said I can't roll below that.
And with the cloak, I can't roll below a 37 stealth.
Yeah,
Nice.
you are stealth out.
Very cool.
So once everyone gathers, I'm gonna kind of like start looking around for the next pathway.
You see Niam, and Niam is perched at what seems to be like what used to be a giant door, and it's just totally destroyed now. And it kind of leads into not quite a maze, looks like almost a hallway area. But Niam says that you guys need to walk through this hallway.
And since she only talks to me, I'm going to relay that to the rest of the group and start heading towards Niam.
Same. Hop, 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 hop.
And as everyone's headed that direction, we are actually going to take our first break. If that's okay.
All right. Well, technically, this is our second.
It's our only break.
It's our first
Second break.
official break.
But yeah, we'll be back because I'm starting to read my internet start to lower. So I'm gonna get out while I still can and reset my router. Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys.
See you guys, whatever.
Be back in 10.
BRB.
It'll be good. It'll be good. Okay, bye.
Hi, guys. We're back.
Hello. Welcome.
Welcome to the Wizard of Oz.
Welcome to the
Just
we're
like
back.
Jurassic Park.
Continuing our storyline. Yeah, we're here. Niam, once everyone kind of walked through that large doorway, Niam took off to another point up front and is waiting for Avaran to appear. And Niam is going to communicate to you that you all are quite close and to walk stealthily from now on because there are enemies coming.
Which I will relay to the group.
And I'm gonna go into stealth.
All right, stealth mode. All right, and in this area, it starts to open up into a little bit of a maze, but if you just head north, you have been walking through kind of in the right direction. There's not a lot of turns that led you astray. You are in an area that's a little bit more cluttered. It looks like just a lot more stacked graves, just gravestones just here and there wherever they can fit people. It looks like this is the area where most of the commoners were buried a long time ago. There's some mausoleums here as well too.
Standing room only. This place is popular.
Popular if you can't afford a bigger space just for yourself.
And go ahead and roll a perception check, Avaran, for everybody.
You got it. Let's see. It's not great. It's a total of 11.
11, okay.
Do I see anything passively?
I'll roll as well.
I was going to say my passive is higher than what I rolled.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
a natural one. I'll see that.
Calamity sees fog.
It's
I
foggy
rolled
out
a
here.
27.
Oh shit.
Is that someone's butt in front of me?
Oh god, please don't fart. I don't know which butt this is.
Kalzarath, you notice from when you had kind of this vision appear on the projector or whatever from the library, you do recognize this area, and you know that it's just around the corner of the tree and up to the right.
All right, guys. We're almost there. It's just around the corner, I believe. Are we ready? Do we know what we're gonna do?
Boy, does he seem relaxed.
I mean, yeah, I'm relaxed. This isn't the worst place I've been.
True.
It's not the worst place most of us have been. Most of us have been to hell.
Can we not talk about that? I still have
Yeah,
nightmares
that's
about it.
that's like my normal place.
I'm ready.
See,
All right.
hold it. No, you're like hell.
There's more trigger
like,
warnings
that
than a
is
gun
bad.
range.
And Avran, you're still leading the crew with Kalzarath right behind you. Golden, roll a perception check, please.
All right, 11 plus 6, 17.
17, okay. And then Citrus is going to change back into her humanoid self. She's going to notice something behind us, and she's going to ask, Diggy, go ahead and roll a perception check as well, since you're flanking everyone.
All right. Okay, well, I really should not be rolling with the computer. It's a +7, but it's still a 1, so it's an 8.
Oh.
My passive is higher than that. I mean, come on.
Oh.
Yeah, it's too foggy. You can't see much.
You see a butt too.
Apparently. Although it's hers, so yay.
Oh yeah.
Avran, as you approach kind of what you think is a dead end at first through the fog, but then the fog sort of clears up as you walk through it. To the left of you seems to be an area where there's a giant guillotine. And to the right, you notice the tree from your vision.
There it is. And so I go back to like that kind of that corner of the wall and just gesture everyone like we're going this way, you know, to the right.
Oh.
I hop over behind him.
Oh, boing, boing.
Thumper over here.
I want to stealth myself onto the wall.
Okay.
Oh goodness, I think we're trying to do something stealthy.
Like on top where Niam is?
Actually, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Do I need to roll for it, or just let it go?
Nah, I think you're fine. There's plenty of stepping areas. Okay. Alright.
He just wants to show off because he can roll really
No.
high.
No.
And you all, once you are both, or everybody's around the corner, you do get an eye on that same tree that everyone saw in the vision. There are some crows kind of floating and flying about. Looks like they're very menacing looking, almost demonic. They are actually similar to some of the creatures that you would see in Hell. However, they're just a lot smaller and a little bit more feathered and less scaly. But they do have that really menacing, burning eye. And they just are all kind of circling this area. And the closer you get to it, the more of them start to swarm around it.
Do I hear any of them saying anything?
Ooh, good call. They are, but they're all saying it in Infernal.
Hold on. Damn. Nope.
I can actually understand Infernal.
You can? Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, so could I.
Oh. Well.
Maybe
then
we're
you
too
would-
far away. I don't know.
Then you would actually hear them fine. It comes in as a whisper, and a lot of them are just discussing spotting. They don't see you because you're fucking 1,000 stealth or some shit, but they do spot Neom, which is kind of a foreign bird. They're kind of scoping Neom out, and they are noticing. I think one of them who flies over you catches you, and they're just discussing that someone's approaching. But they're not really doing much about it, but the swarm is getting a little thicker, as if they're preparing for what you may do.
All right. Then I am going to kind of hug the wall that I'm on, but go along the left side of it. Just get it kind of close to that, what it looks like it's casting light up above there at the top of the screen.
On top?
Not on top of the wall, but like going around the wall to get to the next like point of light.
Okay. Wink. And go ahead and roll a stealth check.
That is perfectly fine.
Can't turn you around. Turn around!
Let's see. A 19 plus 8 is 27.
Oh my god, yeah, you are invisibly.
I am the knight.
Yeah, so you just see Avrin disappear into the darkness. And if anyone wants to roll for more details, you can roll an investigation check.
I will.
I will try.
It's my
Ooh,
fog effect.
there's the good rolls I'm used to. 18.
18.
14.
For me, I got a 11.
Okay, cool. I'm looking just for over 10. Oh,
That's flooded.
You're right.
Flooding!
I didn't know this was a disaster film.
Yeah, I mean, everyone got 10 or above, so total, oh shit, what a total.
Oh, we
Total
were
of
all
5.
rolling then?
Only if you wanna kind of scope the place out.
There we go.
But otherwise, yeah, it seems pretty empty for now. There are
20.
this tree is a little bigger. It's almost 3 times the size as the one you saw last, and it is pulsing with energy. Um, and it's a very familiar one. Looks like the closer you get to it, you're almost repelled against it. It's almost like there's pressure pushing you away from it. So the gravity, just walking towards it, is a little harder on your muscles. You just feel heavier and a little bit more uncomfortable the closer you get. There are skulls hanging from it, and inside of the skulls seems to be these like purple crystals that are glowing. And those are hanging all over the tree. You don't see anything unusual about the crystals per se. It's just harnessing some more of that energy in the way of light. Otherwise, it looks like it's the end, the very back part of the cemetery, because you notice the ocean behind that wall, or you can smell it and you can hear the ocean. But it's still pretty thick of fog.
Which solstice is this?
So I don't know, I'm gonna gesture towards the group to like, follow because this is the place we're going. But as I do that, I'm also gonna start to like creep forward against this like pressure that the tree is emanating.
As you do, the crows, even though they may not be able to see you very well because of your stealth, they can sense someone stepping closer to it. Because the more pressure you're feeling, the more intense they feel as well. And you're going to see even more of them, 50 to almost 100 of them just swarming. And it starts to get really loud. Just nothing but a murder of crows just screaming and calling out.
Can I walk along the wall, like further down?
You can. And what's the rest of the team gonna do? You see Avran gesture to come closer, and that it's clear.
I'm gonna follow Avaran.
Okay.
Stealth hop.
Toddle is gonna try to scale the wall.
Oh, what? Really? Okay. Good luck, homie.
He rolled a 21 with all of the pluses.
Ow.
Wow.
So, a little slow to start, but gets up there. And is going to stand where Kalzarath once was. But Kalzarath, I would say, is out of sight for everyone, including their own team members.
Hell, I can barely see him on the screen.
Yeah. And Citri and Chanel are gonna sort of mini discuss the plan. It looks like Chanel has to drop the shield soon, so she's gonna say she's gonna stay behind this wall. She's actually gonna hold back so she can hear what's going on. She's gonna find a place to hide, kind of in this alleyway.
Okay.
And she's just gonna try to focus on holding this wall until the turret's taken down. But Citri, she's more the muscle of the group. She's gonna stick with you, Diggy, wherever you want to go.
Let's get us around the columns so that we can see the tree and what's there. But I think we stop there. Other than, the joke is, which solstice tree is this again?
How long does our friend have on this shield, this fog shield thing?
She has like under 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like behind Avaran, kind of like looking up at these murder of crows that I can't understand because they're crows, but he can, but they're speaking a different language, so he can't.
It's more that Diggy and Kalzarath can understand because they both speak Infernal.
Oh. But wait, so are these crows? They're speaking Infernal, and we can hear them actually saying infernal words. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can hear kind of like the demonic, it sounds like a possessed person talking.
I see.
But it's really faint because it's pretty high above you. I would say they're a good, like, almost 100 feet above you, swarming.
Is
There's
this
couple
like a
of them
chant,
perched.
or is it like a song, like Ring Around the Rosie, or like what is...
It almost sounds like they're in a daze, that they're just kind of parroting each other. So one of them is going to say, there's intruders, and then so the rest of them are going to mimic, they're intruders, keep them away.
Avaran, should we attack the birds, or do we attack the tree, or the skulls? What do you think we should do?
I'm just trying to get closer to the tree to get any kind of a sense of the magic it's putting out.
I'm gonna guess birds.
And Diggy and Calamity, you're all of a sudden gonna feel it too, especially Calamity because you're closer to Avaran. The moment you step even one step to stand beside him, you're gonna feel just intense pressure kind of keeping you locked. Like it's almost like you're kind of pushing through cellophane.
Wow, this is really thick air. Like Jello air or something, but like really firm, not like the regular jiggly kind, but it's like maybe like it's been a little.
It was like walking through tofu.
Yeah, it's like tofu air.
So you done that often, have you?
There was just one time, but we don't really. And I'm going to try to kind of push forward and go to like another hidey hole place in stealth.
In this same section, or you want to go around it?
I still want to be able to see Avaran, so I'll go to where I can go,
Right
but
here.
I can still see Avaran. Yeah.
Okay. Hidey hole.
Hidey hole.
Behind a pile of bones.
Oh well. Okay, DM.
And as you're heading over there, the swarm is still as thick as it is. All it is turning though. There's no creatures here. You are still feeling that kind of radiating energy of undead kind of lining the earth where you're standing. But it seems to be held back. You're not sure if it's held back by the dome that Chanel's holding up, or if someone else is holding them back.
I'm continuing to move forward towards the tree.
All right.
I'm looking for a cover spot to where I could start lining up on crows or whatever.
Okay. And Citri's gonna follow you, but kind of go on your other side to watch your back. Avaran, you do get close to this tree, and you see that its roots are just entangled with bodies, and it looks like the bodies of warriors. A lot of them are still clad in armor. Some of them you can tell skeletally that they were killed probably in combat due to things, the holes in the skulls and things like that, scars across the face, and the roots are almost part of it. It almost looks like you just have the bones and like the clay rolled together, and it's kind of creating this tree. And you do notice there's a couple of cuts on the tree. You're not sure where from, but those cuts are bleeding red blood.
Okay. Is that an actual well next to it?
It was once, but now it's just a pit. If you were to
If it
fall,
bleeds, we can kill it.
if you were to fall down it, you would get injured pretty intensely. But
Gotcha.
there's no water.
But it's just a standard well. There's nothing. There's no like passageway at the bottom of it or anything.
No, not that you know of.
It goes
Okay.
to Hogsmeade.
Oh, I don't know. There might have been something underneath the tree. I don't know. I'm gonna put a hand on the tree.
Okay. And yeah, it feels like it's breathing, and you do feel kind of an intense energy. But it doesn't do anything if you touch it.
What about the crystal closest to me on my left there?
It looks like you could almost see, just because it's not not all the way opaque, but you can kind of see the magic funneling through it. And that's about it though. I mean, they're just acting as light sources for now.
I am gonna take one of my daggers out, and I'm gonna cut the rope to see if detaching the crystal has any effect.
It does not. You're holding the crystal in your hand. But the light goes away.
I'm gonna walk to the one to the right now, and just do the same.
Same thing. The light fizzles out. And you're just holding a crystal and skull.
I'm
And I,
Go ahead.
Those are people's souls, man.
I'm at this point, as I'm seeing Avaran kind of like cutting the ropes and seeing kind of like a pattern of the
Destruction?
gemstones stop glowing. I'm going to hop over to the base of the tree.
Okay.
And kind of thinking about all the information that I've recently got about I guess my existence. I'm going to touch one of like the roots, the base roots of the tree, to see if I can feel anything.
You feel something similar to Avran. You feel it pulsing, breathing, at least at first. But then after a while, it sort of sucks you into it, and you do start to have a little bit of a vision. You almost feel like you're zooming out of the picture, and you're seeing the light or the energy from this tree look like a nervous system, kind of spreading throughout the ground and even deeper, like really deep into the earth, where the light's a little bit brighter, where you feel like there's somewhat of a source. But you see it up here, it tends to be a little bit, I think, the most intense. It looks like there's, like, as if the turret itself from the tree is just giving you a little bit of it, like whatever's left over, kind of flowing through the cracks of a gate. You know what I mean? Like it's holding back something way bigger.
Avran, I feel something. I see something. And I'll relay all that information to Avaran. This is definitely it. It's just under all of this. Do we cut the tree down, or should we just try to get rid of all the gems first, or this is definitely it?
Well, I mean, my first thought was these crystals seem to be funneling magic into the tree, so perhaps by detaching them, whatever magical energy this tree is emanating, maybe it'll cut it off from that, and maybe the turret will reveal itself.
DM, how many of these crystals do I see on this tree?
Oh gosh, not that many, like 10.
Oh, so that's doable.
Avran took down 2 already.
Okay. I'm just worried about the murder of crows. The murder.
They haven't done anything to stop me yet.
I don't think they can see us right now.
Well then, let's continue to be as sneaky as possible.
Okay. I'll go hop over and I'll tell everyone else what's happening. Oh wait, no wait, oh wait. I'm gonna reach behind me and comically take out this stone, this magical stone. It's our cell phone.
Oh.
and I'm just gonna like kind of like press it, and I'm gonna call Toddle. Toddle, can you hear me?
Fuck! And Toddle picks up. Yeah, dude?
So, this is what's happening. And I give him all the information of everything. I guess I'm just wanting him to kind of tell everyone else because, you know, maybe they can help cut down these skulls with, you know, really good aim of their archery. But that's what I got.
All right. He gets the message. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about climbing the tree. Let us get the ones on the top.
Okay.
Don't touch the tree as long as you can. I feel like you shouldn't do that or something.
I already touched it. Oh.
Oh, well, you're alive, so that's a good thing.
Okay. Well. Okay. Bye.
And yeah, Toddle's gonna relay the message to Diggy, Chanel, Citri,
Don't forget Calzrath.
and Kalzarath. But Kalzarath, I don't think has our cell phone. Do you have our cell phone?
Nope.
Does Diggy have our cell phone?
Mm-mm.
All right, so Toddle has to find Kalzarath.
Oh no.
And he's stealthed a million.
So I'm going to, if anyone's are low enough, I mean I can hop pretty high, but I'm gonna do my goal to help everyone else is gonna be like a quick ninja hop, slice, down, duck. Quick ninja hop, slice, down, duck. That's my goal.
Okay, so for that, I would just do an athletic check for those,
Okay.
or a dexterity check. Toddle is actually going to start making something, but it's gonna take a little bit of time.
I'm gonna go ahead and will I really do that? I'm gonna go ahead and use my inspiration. Ugh. And I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my bunny features that I have to try to make this higher, bro, because it wasn't great. Okay, dex check, you said?
Yeah,
Okay, so that's going to be a total of 11 total.
that's not too bad. I say you can catch one of the low hanging ones. Should be over here where you were.
All right, I'll snip it. I'll snip those.
Citri is going to transform into a vulture or a condor and is gonna perch on top of one of these branches, touching the tree, but is gonna start chewing on two of them that are close together. Wonder if she can even stand on it. She can. Boink.
Let's see.
What's Kalzarath doing in all of this?
I'm looking.
Yeah, you're gonna hear Toddle calling for you, but like whisper, like a hefty whisper. Kalzarath, where are you? I saw you go this way.
2 feet to in front of you.
And she looks and just sees your eyes, like freaks the fuck out. Kalzarath, what the fuck? Okay, listen. And then Toddle kind of relays the message to you, and you do notice that Citri is already starting to chew at one of the ropes. Avran and Calamity also aiming for the ones on the other side of the tree.
Okay, I'll shoot at some of the ropes.
Okay.
I-
And Toddle is still tinkering, is making a small dart gun of some kind.
I want to shoot the just like him. I want to shoot the crystals off the ends of the binding the rope.
Okay. Both of you take aim and then roll to hit. Kalzarath, you go first.
Okay. 26 to hit.
Here, stop it, please.
Man, I got the same exact
Oh my
thing
God.
too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Twinsies.
really?
I got a 26
Damn.
to hit.
Okay, so you'll just Avran and Calamity from the ground. You just notice like a sound, like a zip, and you just see two of the crystals. Two of them fall right into the well. The light goes out.
Nice. That was smooth.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Very nice.
All right.
Second that happened, did the crows start acting different at all, or are they still just circling?
The crows are still circling. They are watching intently, though. They know what's happening, but it looks like they're held back. It looks like they're waiting for reinforcements that aren't coming.
Because of the shield.
But Citri's a little stressed by it. She's freaking out. She takes down one of the crystals. She goes over to another one, and she's like picking up her pace here. Her large, like vultures are huge, and so her wingspan. She's just opening her wings and casts a shadow on anybody on the ground.
All right, how many of these skulls are left?
There's 3 left. Citri's working on one of them.
I'd like to fire again.
I'll take another one. If I could see it, if it's in my line of sight.
23.
Uh, 14.
All right, 14. I heard that. I cut out before I heard Eric.
Oh, 23.
Okay, another phew, and then 2 crystals crack on the ground, and then you hear another one crack on the ground as Citri successfully takes out another one. As all the crystals are cleared off, sorry, I can't remove them on the game.
It's all good.
But
Imagination.
you start to feel the ground almost tremble, and there's just absolute silence. Even the crows, and you can tell by how their beaks are moving, their throats. They are cawing, but you can't hear anything, and it just all goes silent. The roots of the tree start to tremble as well, and they kind of writhe and like change shape and form. And then all of a sudden, everybody roll a Constitution save, please.
Crystal was keeping it at bay.
Ooh, she is from the outside. From the outside.
16.
Also 16.
You said saving throw?
Yeah.
18.
Also, anyone within 10 feet of me gets plus 3.
Oh, wait. I get an advantage
Okay.
on that.
Am I 10 feet with it, near him?
No.
Yeah, that's you. I think that's just you.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think
I got you, buddy.
I needed it. That pushes me to an 18 saving throw.
Okay. Total.
Oh, do I need my inspo?
Nope. Total got a natural 1.
Toddle needed all kinds of stuff.
And Chanel got 15. And actually 16 for Citri as well. Okay, everybody saves actually except Toddle. The crows are going to just zip down towards you like bullets. Each of you will take 8 to 10 of them to the face. They're going to peck at you, scratch at you. They're going to try to slam you with the front of their wings. And I'm just going to roll one roll, and everyone takes the same amount of damage. And I'm going to roll. That's a good question. Hold that thought.
It's half if you save, right?
They can sense you, yes, but
Okay.
you're gonna take half damage because a lot of them are gonna miss.
Tig gives
What type of damage would it be? Slashing or piercing?
Slashing.
Tig
resistant.
gives a
Nice. So you get
Patreon
half.
luck.
You get-
and
no, you get a
inspiration
quarter.
To, am I muted? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get a quarter too.
Like if you saved and you have resistance, that's like either a quarter or none.
And
Oh,
Tuttle,
sorry, I would assume.
I'll
And-
take a quarter.
and Tuttle has a luck and inspiration.
Okay, so let me roll that. I'm gonna just do a reroll. The which saves Toddle. Hell yeah.
Ooh, thank
Okay.
you.
So everyone takes this amount of damage. If you are resistant to it, you take half. If you are stealth, which I think Avrian is stealthed, this does not include your extended points.
Father,
then-
take your rule, by the way.
Kalzarath is stealth. You all take half.
So if I have stealth and resistance, do I have half?
You take 1/8 damage.
It's 20 damage total for everyone except Kalzarath. I would say you take like 8 damage, and then same 8 damage for you as well, Avran. So you
Sounds
have-
good.
But if you
bunch of
save, you still take
resistance.
20, okay?
If you save, you still take 20. Toddle is gonna get additional damage.
Damn.
Toddle's gonna take psychic damage, which is gonna knock him prone
Oh.
and do an additional 24 points of damage.
Oh.
So Toddle is just getting beaten down a little extra heavy. A couple of them are swarming and kind of fixating on Toddle as well. And everybody roll initiative.
Oh shit.
Oh, let me. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
that sucks.
Let's start with Calamity. What's your initiative roll?
I'm gonna tell you. I just have to do math.
Watch his fingers go flying.
25. 25 me.
Okay. Kalzarath, what's your
25.
19.
You have a +5 initiative?
I have a +9 initiative.
Diggy? What's your initiative?
Sorry, 11. I'm so
Avran?
not into this whole thing.
Was that?
Avran, what's your initiative?
I got 3.
Oh my god.
I'm
You
pull
roll-
up
you
the
roll a
rear.
16.
I guess I did. Yeah.
That's some sagging ass.
The one fucking time I used the digital dice.
I know, dude. Story of my
You're
life.
supposed to learn from Eric. Don't be using that.
No, what's funny is I use them a lot,
Okay,
but then when I really need it, I pull out my Misty Mountain and I just pow. Ah, look at that. That would have been way better. We're just rolling 19.
Hold on, fam. I'm just getting
A lot
real
better than the
organized
8 I
here.
rolled in fucking digital. Sharpshooter!
Citri is S, Chanel is C, right? For the first letter of the name?
They're both C.
They're both C.
Oh, okay.
CITRI and CHNEL.
I'm gonna put
Or
sit.
CHA.
I'm gonna put sit, and I'm gonna
Channel.
put chit. They only get 3 letters. That's all you. I ain't typing all that.
Wow, wasn't that much.
I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing?
Are you missing Kalzarath?
Are you missing Toddle?
No.
Citri, Chanel?
Oh, Avran, because you were last. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the marching, or not marching order, but the initiative order, if y'all want to know, is Calamity, then Chanel, then Kalzarath, then Toddle,
Yeah.
then Enemy, then Diggy, then Citri, then Avran. Okay? So,
Right after the enemy.
yeah. So, Toddle is prone and getting pummeled. Otherwise, you don't see anything really else going on. You see the tree is still kind of fumbling around. Its roots are turning. It looks like it's about to evolve into something, but it
Who
just
is
twists.
pummeling Toddle again? Sorry.
Just the whole murder of crows
The
are
murder.
focusing on him.
Birds.
Okay.
So, Calamity, you go first. What are you going to do?
I am. There too much murder. Too much murder over
Need
here.
AoE.
I'm going to run and tuck and tumble behind some cover to
Okay.
not be seen by the crows or get attacked by the crow anymore. So just and I'm gonna run, hide.
Alright.
Should I roll
You-
a stealth?
You can. There seems to be a crow kind of perched on a tombstone, and you kind of where you're hiding, which is between the tombstone and the brick wall. But you
Mhm.
do notice this crow looks to be like a normal crow, and he's just looking at you a little concerned.
Oh,
He doesn't like what he's seeing.
I'm glad someone cares. My stealth. Oh, bro. I'm gonna use my luck. Thank you for the luck. Ooh, oh my god, so much better. So my stealth comes to a total of. Where are you? 21 stealth,
Nice.
and that's my
Toodle stealth.
and that's my turn.
That's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chanel's gonna go next. She is like struggling to keep this shit up. I forget where I put her. I put her somewhere.
Around a wall.
Oh, this way. Yeah. Way back here. All right, so she's struggling. She's sweating. Like her dress is soaked with her own body sweat, trying to keep this thing up. She doesn't have much time at all, but she's holding on strong. It doesn't look like she's struggling on her face, but you can tell by her body trembling, the sweat that's rolling down her face, that
She's still just
on the
as hot.
struggle bus. Yeah, she's like sweaty sexy. But she Yeah, she's still holding that shit up, but that is gonna end her turn. She is concerned for y'all over there, but she doesn't have enough energy to participate otherwise. So that ends her turn. Kalzarath, you're up.
So Toddle's right next to me getting pummeled.
Yeah.
I normally don't want to do this.
You can almost like reach out and touch just a swarm of birds. Like if you were to reach and grab your hand out, you can probably grab some feathers. Like it's right in front of you. And you can't even see him right now, he's just covered in black feathers.
Do I feel these birds are like just sensing Toddle, or do they need like vision to see them? See Toddle?
I think sensing them, like their life force. It's more reptilian than it is vision.
Okay, then I'm going to. I'm going. Wow, this is not giving me much options for what I can do for it. I'm gonna take a shot at them with my. No, I'm gonna stab it. Just stab into it to see if I can clear it a bit.
Okay, with what?
My rapier.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I assume this will not get sneak attack at all.
No.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. Does a 25 hit?
Yes, it does.
Then. Bad. So that's 11 points of piercing damage, followed by 18 points of psychic damage.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, I literally rolled 3 6s on the.
Yeah, and as you do slice at them, you do clear a little bit of a pathway, and you just see Toddle kind of in the fetal position with both hands up, and you see his forearms are just sliced to the bone.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go for the second hit.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit?
24 hits.
Alright.
Start meowing, Beerus. Okay, relax, bud.
9.
Beerus, roll initiative. You want to join?
15 points of slashing damage, and... Oh, I did that wrong. I was supposed to be 2d10, not 1d10.
Oh. You can roll an extra one.
Then 6 points of slashing damage on the last roll.
Okay.
And now that is 11, 15, 21 points of slashing damage, and 14 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to get Toddle to follow my voice.
Okay.
And
Is
I'm
that
gonna.
your turn?
Well, I still have my bonus action and my movement.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm going to. I'm just gonna like back up some, so I'm like behind that statue. If I, in theory.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stealth.
Still on the wall?
Yeah, still on the
Okay. Cool.
wall. For my stealth. Oh, this is too much work. Too much numbers. It's like 40 something.
Yeah, man, you're so stealth.
Yeah. It's
I'm
18
not,
plus
not gonna ask you now unless there's, like, a
18 plus
special-
27. It's
Okay. Cool.
and that's it.
All right, Toddle's up. Toddle, the whole time while being attacked, is kind of digging. Well, now that he sees and has an idea, he's gonna dig into his pocket with one of his hands, kind of leaving a little bit of his neck and face vulnerable to the cuts. It's literally like almost a wheel of crows coming around at him at this point. But he's gonna have one of his little bombs that he's made a long time ago, like little walking bombs. He's gonna trigger it, and he's gonna kind of watch the numbers in his hand as it ticks down 5, 4, 3, and through the feathers and the black, and hearing Kalzarat's voice, it's gonna tick 1. Toddle's gonna throw it, which needs to be a check, and that's a success. And it's gonna explode and do. I forgot. I think it was like really good damage too. I don't think Mackenzie rolled it right the first time she used it. For 35 points of force damage. I'm gonna see if that. Yeah, that hurts him, but they're still on him. But it's enough. He's gonna use half of his movement to get up, and he's gonna kind of go on all fours while they're still clawing and pecking and like pulling at the muscles from on his back. Like Toddle is in rough shape and is gonna crawl on all fours and towards voices that they hear. I think he hears Kalzarat's voice and is walking along the wall.
Well, he might have heard mine.
And Diggy's voice, which is down on the wall. You're gonna see Toddle, Diggy behind you. You're gonna see just like the flurry of crows, as black feathers, and you're gonna see Toddle's hands kind of appear and kind of pull, and you're gonna see Toddle's face all cut up, but looking at you from on top of the wall. That's gonna end Toddle's turn. Now it's gonna be the crow's turn. Everyone roll a Constitution save, please, except... Well, let me see if they can... No, they can't see. They can't see Calamity or Kalzarath. Let me check on Avaran. No, they can't see Avaran either. So it's gonna be Toddle, Chanel. Yeah, they can definitely see Chanel. They rolled a 20 on that. So Diggy, Chanel, Citri, and Toddles are gonna roll Constitution saves for me, please.
I got with a save or with an advantage. I got 20.
20. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Citri saves. Chanel does not.
Fuck.
The damage.
Fog goes down.
Yeah, it might do it.
Well, she has to roll concentration, right?
Question, DM.
Yeah.
Am I able to see Chanel from where I am?
No. I don't
Okay.
think anyone can.
Okay.
Yeah, she's pretty far removed.
Yeah, so that's 25 points of slashing damage.
She's so far away. How does she get hit by the crows at all?
They can see her. They can sense her. And then Chanel's gonna take an extra...
Barbs.
17 points of damage.
Why?
So let me take down Citri's health real quick. Okay. Chanel. Oh no, Chanel. That's actually gonna knock her unconscious.
Oh
So-
no! What?
So no one's actually going to see this happen. What you are going to see is what looks like the sound of like
Oh,
a
no.
big sheet of like tin. If you like shake the tin, it's like that boo like kind of sound. And you're gonna see cracks in this dome. And it's gonna show the true sky color. I guess it did kind of tint the sky color and make it more of a gray or like a sepia tone. But now you're gonna see the sky is way more like a deep blue almost, even though it's in the middle of the afternoon. And that dome is gonna come down.
Oh no! Didn't we all heal at the last of at the end of
No.
last game? We did a rush
No.
or something? No.
No.
Oh.
And so the dome is going to come down and the earth is going to shake and some other enemies are going to enter the chat. There's going to be a group of undead all crawling through. It's all like stone tile flooring in this part of the cemetery, so it's a little tougher for them. So you see like little fingers kind of like start to come up between the different tiles and stone. Anywhere there's loose dirt, if they can fit a skull through their shoulder blades, they're gonna try to slowly manangle their way through. It's gonna take until their next turn for them to do anything. Until now, it's just skeletons sort of like pulling themselves together. But from what you can see, it's hundreds, and you can hear it. It's almost as loud as the murder. It's just dirt, rubble, the whole earth is moving around. And so that happens.
Cool.
And I'll just put crows here. And then skeleton men. I'm gonna use one turn for just the groups of skeletons. And I'm gonna use little skeleton dude indicators, and each one of those is gonna be 10 skeletons in a group.
Oh my.
Which I'll set up in a second.
But they're still crawling through the earth.
Yeah, right now they're just collecting their bones together.
Right, they're
and trying
doing
to
movement.
Get to you. Yeah. But you do see a couple of them nearby, or like if there's some skeletons just like exposed on the ground, like they died there at the cemetery recently. And those guys are like starting to get up and like look around for weapons to grab. Some of them are grabbing sticks. Some are just like coming at you with their bare hands or going to. Diggy, you're up next.
In order to sort of help out Toddle, I, as my action, summon my Drake companion.
Ooh, okay.
The Drake companion now is next to me, and sick ass little dragony dude. He's dark skinned, but don't judge him because he's got all kinds of other flair. Wait, I don't know why judge him was. That was the wrong term. Anyway, so he pops out, and then he will go after me. So as my bonus action, I'll use that ice knife, and I'll throw it at the crows that are trying to attack my friend.
Ooh, okay.
And
It does have area damage, so be careful of Toddle. So you want to shoot it above Toddle, so the...
well, I'm shooting it into the miasma of yes. Okay, so hold on. I have to roll to hit, so let me do that. What is the level, the DC? Oh, they have to roll a dex too, right?
The dragon?
No. This is me throwing the
they
ice
do.
knife.
Oh, yeah, let me do that.
But
Let's
I have to see if I hit, which I don't know how to do that because I don't know what an ice knife number is here for DC.
I think the ice knife is... Let me pull it up.
But it doesn't tell me what level. Okay, well that doesn't help.
You can still roll to hit it, but...
Well, but I don't know
Whatever
what
your
numbers
plus
I'm trying to
is.
get to. Hold on.
Where's your...
I don't know what the plus is to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Like I can say I got an 11, but then what is my plus? If my plus is what my normal stuff is, it's more like a plus 10. But
Yeah, it should match up with whatever. Hold on. I have to look at I have to look at your sheet.
I don't know what my spell attack damage is. Let me
It's
see.
like +5 or something, isn't it?
Well, there's a +8 on the firebolt,
Yeah, so it'd be the same as the firebolt.
so it'd be a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay, cool. And so on that, let me read this again. It takes 1d10 piercing damage. Yes. And then hit or miss, the shard explodes, and the target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take additional damage.
I did succeed. I got like a 20.
Okay. So I guess they take half of... No.
The 1d10
They're-
we take.
No, it doesn't. It says on a hit, the target takes the piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes, and the creature takes the dexterity saving throw up, but you saved against that, so it was pointless.
No, because it hit me because my AC was only 11.
Oh, okay. So 1d10.
Yeah. I don't know I forget what the fucking extra damage, what that is.
Well, but you saved against it anyway.
2d6 cold damage.
All right, we'll
if I
call
were
it
to
8
fail
points
that.
of damage.
Okay.
Again, that's a group, so I have no idea what it's really doing and how many that hits. And then the Drake will go right after me and use its breath. And it will cast it up into this cone all through this murder of crows.
Sick.
And I guess we'll make it fire?
Yeah.
Seems like the best one. Each creature's... They have to make a dex saving throw. Oh, God.
Oh, I got a natural 1, so.
Oh, wow. So then they'll take all the damage. And it is 10d6.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my.
So this should be a lot of fun. I'm going to use
That's a lot of damage.
I'm going to use the computer to roll that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good plan.
And guess what? It's 37 points of damage to the murder of crows.
Dang, that does.
I hope something happens.
So that does because it's a large group. That dragon does, and you like incinerate this whole section of the murder. So it causes the crows to disperse and recollect themselves. Just gonna take them a couple of turns to reconvene. And
I
heal up.
cannot do anything but the only thing left I can do is I moved to my Drake instead of. Never mind. Oops, I'm on Drake's turn. Drake will run over to Toddle and try to stand guard and shield Toddle. And that's all I can do. I am done.
All right. So Toddle has a cool floating dragon, kind of swirling. What does the dragon look like?
It's, you know what? The funniest thing is, I always see it as Toothless in
Cute.
How I Train My Dragon.
Nice.
Oh, a cute little
Using-
cat-like dragon.
Using its wings to sort of shield Toddle.
Okay. And it does so. And the crows are stunted for now because they've lost all of their health for that section of the murder.
By the way, the Drake goes, "Rah!" Which I don't know. I don't know if anybody speaks Drake, but I know what they're trying to say, which is need help over here.
Okay. And then Citri's up next. Citri, what you gonna do, girl? She's on top of this tree, which is now moving a lot. She's still a vulture. She's gonna use her flight and full movement to kind of circle around to a spot where she can kind of see everything. She's gonna pick it over here as a giant vulture. She does sense skeletal armies kind of rebuilding. She's gonna roll an investigation check to see where the bulk of them might be coming from, which is like a 22. And a lot of them are gonna come down this alley, so she's gonna hold an action here. That's gonna end her turn. Avran, you're up.
All right. Where are there enemies in relation to me? Because I know that you said that like the skeletons were starting to come out of the ground, but how far
Yeah.
away that is, I don't know.
There's a couple of them to the right of you, or you're facing back, so I guess the left of you, over here.
Over by
They're-
Calamity.
Yeah, but they're all kind of scrambling about, looking for things and looking around for enemies actually to attack. But they're not. They're kind of at a standstill right now. They're just sort of grounding themselves still and coming out of the ground. But you do hear them. You do hear them coming in from all sides. And as far as the crows, a lot of them have dispersed, and they're sparsely kind of recircling 100 feet above you. There's not
Gotcha.
too much around right now. Just the tree behind you, which is still like looks like it's breathing.
Okay. Then, since it seems like we have a moment to breathe, what I'm going to do is take out my magical card that I imbued with the haste spell. I'm going to slap it onto myself to give myself haste.
Cool.
And so, because this doubles my movement, I'm going to use that to go over to Toddle.
Okay.
And then I'll use my action to lay on hands.
Nice. Okay.
I'm sure that Toddle is pretty rough right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give him 35 hit points.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh shit. Hell yeah. Okay, that's like totally recovered almost. Okay. What else are you doing?
Using the card as bonus action, lay on hands as action, I'm done.
Cool. Back to the top, Calamity.
All right. Has anyone said anything about Chanel going down? Did anyone yell anything out or anything?
I don't think anyone would have noticed. Besides, maybe you see crows kind of funneling in the area where she ran to.
Well, we don't have the fogginess anymore, right?
The fog is still there, but there's a lot of action happening, so it's kind of wafted away from this direct area.
But you said the barrier went down and we saw the sky.
Yeah, the barrier's definitely down.
So
And
we
the
would
sounds
definitely
of the
know
ocean
that this is
louder.
down.
Yeah.
We would know something happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The barrier's down. That's really bad. And we knew that we had like 20 minutes left, so that I would assume something's going on with Chanel. And putting that together with the murder of crows that's kind of like funneling in a certain direction, because I see a pattern of it doing with everyone else that they can see. I know Chanel is something as bad is happening. So I am going to. I'm still in stealth. I am going to run where I see that funnel of crows.
A lot of them dispersed for now, but you still see some astray. So you can get with your movement, you can get about this far.
I can get about that far.
Mm-hmm. And she's right here.
Single movement?
Yeah.
I am going to bonus action use my herring gun feature to hop 25 feet. I want to get to her.
Boink. And you do. And you do. When you get to her, you do notice she's just laying flat. Her hair's kind of over her face. She's face down, and her back looks to be split open.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Diggy! Diggy! I'm gonna just scream out to Diggy, and I'm gonna look back at her. Oh please! 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 Please! And as I'm saying that, the creature within will hear my cries and my shadow will begin to spread out and around these walls, making it dark. And it's almost like any lingering spirit of the land, any inkling of life begins to drain out of the ground, out of the walls, out of anything under the ground that has bits of life, worms, whatever. And it's like these tiny bits of soul-like strings are like coming out of the darkness, and it makes this this kind of like I'm gonna say this dagger of soul energy. And I'm looking at this dagger, confused. What? I'm gonna see the dagger sink down into the heart of Chanel, and it gets kind of absorbed into her body. And Chanel needs to roll. Where is it? Here it is. DM, how many hit die does Chanel have?
She has. That's a good question.
8 to 10, right?
Yeah, she has 10.
Okay. I need her to roll 4 of those hit die right now.
Okay.
And tell me the number you get.
Ugh, that could be better. 11.
Okay, 11.
Wow, those are really low.
She gets 16 HP back.
Okay.
And her
All
hit,
right.
and her hit die are used.
And you're gonna see Chanel just like open her mouth and fill with breath. She's gonna start like kind of shallow breathing. But
Stitching
she is
together.
conscious. Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Are you okay? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! And as I'm saying that, like the blackness, it continues to grow, and this is sucking up all the energy in this area, and the ground within a 20-foot radius of us is like dying more, and it turns to ash. So there's like kind of rising gray ash in this area, and then my shadow like sucks back into its place, and everything's normal again. And that is my turn.
She does she'll take a moment to like, it's not her turn, but she is gonna reach over and kind of pull on your cloak, Calamity, and her eyes are gonna still be bloodshot, like her eyes are almost totally red. She's gonna look at you, and with kind of like short breaths, say, "Take down the turret now. We are out of time. Take it down."
Okay. Take down the turret! Take it down! I just scream it, and that's my turn.
That does segue into Chanel's turn. She is going to take down her greater healing potion as well.
And as a full action, take all of it.
Yeah. And she's going to use half of her movement to stand back up.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
Up in here?
And
Up in here.
Oh.
she is going to start preparing a spell with her bonus action. Because she's going to use another action to take down another potion. But she is prepping a spell in the background.
Any prettier?
And that does end her turn. Kalzarath, you're up.
Okay, so I assume I heard Calamity yell,
Yes, you did.
so I do not have to do what I was originally going to do. Then I'm going to the tree, the turret,
Okay.
and I'm going to unload on it completely.
Nice.
With the rapier. I'm pretty sure it does, but
Yeah, everything hits, so just give me
You're
damage.
right.
Okay.
It's gonna be like, does a 32 hit?
actually, yeah.
Well, then what the fuck? Of course that hits, man. I
Magic
don't think there's
tree.
anything in this game that you can't hit with a 32. Over 20, sure, but
Larry Bird.
yeah, right. If you
15
Magic Johnson,
points, 15 points of slash. No. 21 points of slashing and 13 points of psychic for the first hit.
Okay.
skadoosh.
25 points of slashing and 13 psychic for the next hit.
13, you said?
Yeah. And I'm going to unarmed strike. So that's 9 points of bludgeoning,
Damn.
followed by Fury of Blows. Another 9 points of bludgeoning.
Okay. Ooh, buddy. Is that end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're hitting this turret, the tree is gonna start to bleed as well as you're kind of hacking through roots and bone. And it's almost gonna sigh or like scream at you, but it's gonna be faint, but you're gonna feel as if it's like right in your ear, and it's the feeling of anguish. You almost feel bad. But yeah, you're hacking it down, and as you do, there's gonna be other enemies that join the fight. I don't have little creatures for them now because I don't want it to fucking freeze up my goddamn gate to Elspire. But you're gonna see an army, a demonic army start, or you can hear them start to come in through the cemetery. It looks like they're all gonna start to pile in through the left-hand side, running towards you. And you're gonna hear, everyone's gonna hear kind of a voice in their head. The sound is gonna go out for a moment just to clear way for her voice. What's her name? Saphira, oh my gosh.
Fucking Saphira.
Saphira is gonna speak quite calmly. You are gonna notice there's almost a more raspiness to her voice, but she's gonna say, I found you. You thought you could get away from me? And then, that kind of like almost fishbowl sort of sound of the background is gonna clear up, and then you won't no longer hear Saphira's voice in your head.
Kazarath is gonna be like, I don't know you.
Who are you? So that's gonna lead to Toddle. Toddle is feeling a little better, standing up. Toddle has another bomb, and gonna have a bomb in one hand and a fucking superior healing potion in the other. And while he's downing it, gonna fucking toss it. We're gonna check and see if it is good aim. It is. And the damage.
So much
One.
damage.
Le damage.
Okay.
Give me damage.
So that's 31 points of force damage.
31 points of damage.
Damn, you guys are... Okay. So that is gonna end Toddle's turn.
Oh, are we defeating your creature? I'm sorry.
Forget how many of you there are and how heavy you hit. And then crows are still stunted, but they're starting to kind of pull themselves together. Like more crows are coming out of what seems like nowhere to strike you all again. The skeletons, however, are starting to show up. So, well, I stored them somewhere. Oh my god, okay. You're gonna see the first round of them start to come in. And like I said before, each representation
10.
of them is 10. You're gonna see them coming in from all sides here. A lot of them are clad in armor. Otherwise, they're holding their own arms or their own, or
Right.
a
I'll
femur
beat
from
you with my
another
own
bone.
arm.
And they're headed your way. They seem to totally pass Calamity and Chanel, though. They don't seem to see you in that alleyway. And they're just using all their movement at this point.
It's like they have no brains.
But they're totally in your view now. It's getting their turn. Diggy and Drake, you're up.
Okay. I am firing my sharpshooter at the tree.
Okay.
It is a 21 and a 19 to hit.
All the shots you take are gonna hit.
Fantastic then. They will take 16 points of damage on the first.
Okay.
And another 18 points of damage on the second.
Damn.
As bonus action, I try Ice Knife thingy again.
Okay.
We shall see. Which I believe was a +5 to hit?
Yeah. Or 6? Or something?
It was higher, I thought, but whatever.
Or
Are you
8. It
shooting
was
the
plus
tree?
8.
Yeah, 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Cool. And the ice thing. Oh, sorry. Hold on one sec. I want to make sure I got this right. It's 1d10 piercing,
And the 2d6.
and then there's the 2d6 if it doesn't make the dexterity throw.
The 2d6 will also hit.
Okay. Cool. So let's do the 1d10 plus 2d6.
I'd be really scared if a tree did a dexterity saving throw.
Wow.
Right? I don't know, man. I'm making sure I get the rules out the way. Another 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And there's an ice damage to that to where maybe it freezes some
Yeah.
branches.
Definitely. It does halt movement on the frozen bits.
Drake moves up and swings. It's already done its breath. I think it only gets one of those, right? Yeah. So now it's just going to be swiping at it. And let's see. It is a 17 to hit. And that will be... Well, that's not correct.
Yeah, definitely tell me if it's a nat 1. Or like a natural 20. But that's
Yeah. But hold on, I just want to make sure I get this right. It's to hit, that hit, and then it's 1d6 plus 6 with a 2d6 fire damage. Okay.
Fun
Okay.
fact, and almost killed my character on session
So-
0 from Heroic Ice Knife.
19 points of damage
Okay.
from the Drake, and that is my turn.
Damn. Okay. Citri is also going to attack, but can't really change out of the vulture form. But actually,
She does.
Citri is gonna focus more. She's gonna what is she gonna do?
One
I don't
more.
know if she heard Calamity, but she is gonna try to keep the skeletons here at bay. She's gonna use her wing attack as a
Did-
vulture to attack the group of skeletons here.
Did the Drake go? Because I thought that was after Diggy.
Yeah, the
Drake
Drake
went.
did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that.
Oh,
Yeah.
natural 20, bitches.
I was so efficient with my turn, you didn't realize it.
It was that quick.
With the natural 20, that's 28 points of damage.
Sorry, I'm so stupid.
Okay, that does have to end her turn. And Avran, you're next, and you're hasty.
Oh, I'm hasty, all right.
Ah,
So-
yeah.
Take both flaming swords out from behind me. I close the distance to the tree, and I just start wailing.
Nice.
All right.
Alright.
So on the first one, you basically said a 1 or a 20, otherwise everything hits.
Yeah.
All right, so that hits. Let me do my damage.
Damage.
Hashtag never forget.
All right. Because it's 4d8, which is, hold on.
I'm still triggered by
And-
mind flares.
So it's 13 slashing. It's 1 fire. It's 2 radiant because I have improved divine smite, plus another 7.
Hang on.
Man, remind me to never braid my beard around you. Because when I take it out, it looks like a mind flayer.
So I just rolled again for my extra attack. Now I normally crit on a 19, but would that happen on the tree, or is
It
it
would.
just a, okay?
It would, so that's a crit.
Then I am going to smite that fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a level 3 divine smite, so that is 4d8 plus
Man.
plus my improved divine smite, so that brings it to 5d8 radiant damage,
Okay.
which I will roll first.
For real.
Alright, so 10, 17, 21, 24, doubled, 48 radiant damage.
Oh my god. Okay.
Fucking A!
6 fire damage,
Okay.
and then my regular slashing damage is, let's see, 10, 18, plus 7, so 25 doubled is 50 slashing damage.
Oh my lord, have mercy. Okay.
I hope that tree gonna die.
Hasted action. Alright, it's just a regular hit. It's 18 to hit. I actually rolled 2 9s on that, plus 9 to hit.
We have some beef
Alright, so that's my improved
Give me
divine
the
smite.
beef.
with that tree.
Alright, so
I got some beef with this thing.
6 fire. Let's see. 12, 19, 21. No, excuse me, 28 slashing. And then 6 radiant.
Mmm.
Radiant,
Wow.
Radiant, you've noticed, seems to do the most firm to the tree is Radiant.
You
damage.
gotta take that radiant. You gotta like
Okay.
it.
Well, good to know that after I've made 3 attacks. But I have my bonus action in my offhand. Alright. So with the snake sword, roll for attack. Alright, that is definitely going to hit.
Whole lot of attacking going on.
And since I've realized that, I'll do another smite on it.
Give me a sound effect for that.
I know, right?
Go! Dong! You know.
Alright. So that will be... Here's the radiant first. 14, 18,
Oh.
19 radiant damage.
Oh shit. Okay. So much math.
And then 2 fire. And then last but not least,
They're not least, but they are last.
10, 27 slashing.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ, that's a lot
Is
of
that a record?
damage.
I don't know what's the total on all that.
Fuck, dude.
A lot, I'm assuming.
The turret was like 500 HP, and it took out that first level of the turret, meaning the tree splits open. And it's interesting. It looks like there's different sections of the tree, almost like a braided rope, made of almost like fleshy wood.
Muscle tissue.
And it starts to like pulse and like writhe against each other and start to split open. Well, you'll see what looks to be a doorway to another place. Averin, I think, is the only one who can see this because you're right up close. But it starts to open up, and you see what looks to be kind of an open layout, and it looks like the sky is nothing but red. It's nothing you've ever seen before. And there's a statue of a hooded figure, almost angelic-like, in the center, holding a sword. But it's empty.
I
As
don't
it
see
starts
but
to...
I'm
Yeah, I guess you're on the other side of it. I put you over here. But
You can
do
hear
start to
the
see
eagles playing.
You do start to see the trees start to open up. But Averin, as you're looking through, you're gonna notice a hand come out, almost like a hand that looks like it's mid-clawed hand, Looks like it's made out of the roots of the tree, and it starts to aim to grab your throat. And that's actually where we're going to end today's game.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
yeah. Cliffhanger.
So we'll start at the top of initiative.
Throat hanger.
So it looks like Avaran and Kalzarath are in melee with the tree. It is starting to break open and split. It's emitting a lot of light from the top of it, and it seems to be opening up a door for Avaran. But there's one more threat. Amidst, thank you. Diggy and Toddle's kind of recollecting himself, but Diggy is also attacking from afar. The skeletons are gaining in, and so are the hellish armies. They seem to be making haste as well. A lot of the army are winged creatures, and you can start to see them appear and flying overhead, preparing to make their strike. Whereas
You son of a bitch.
Chanel is still preparing what looks to be her scythe spell as she starts to pull her hands apart, and a scythe is beginning to appear between them, made out of light. And Calamity is standing there with her, watching this happen. So join us next time on an episode of Crypt Creatures.
Rum-bum-bum.
Wowing, zowing.
Join us next time on Fabled 42 for Crypt Creatures.
Oh my god, we should just keep a recording of that.
Well, guys, I'm gonna let you guys chill and talk to chat to figure out a rating message as I look for someone to raid. So give me some.
If you'd enjoyed your time watching this stream, we'd ask you to go to our sponsors that are Griffin Co. Next. Somebody help me out.
Let's see. Chat the raid message. How about
Never forget.
I see your crowbar and raise you a crowbar.
And then have a crow in a bar.
You can
Like
DC
emoji.
this bitch.
Nice. Tell you what.
Double crowbar.
Why is chat working for me? Huh. Yeah, it's
Oh, is
not
chat
working.
not working?
Not for me, at least. Hold on, let me close Twitch and then
Reopen it.
reopen.
Hello. Black Dragon's Void.
I wonder if I can sneak peek you, the next scene.
The crowbars.
Fuck, that's not it. That's my sci-fi. Where is it?
I wonder,
Nope, that's the same one I just opened.
where could it possibly be?
Oh, where, oh, where.
Yep.
I have to jump in Tailspire and actually use it.
I
It
love
is
Vampire.
it is amazing, but I gotta say, it is a lot of work. There's a
Yeah.
lot going on in there.
But you
I-
can download different already pre-made things, like if you just want to ship. Or like
I've gotten so
tiles.
lazy that I got Incarnate or whatever, the map maker builder thing,
Yeah.
and I got frustrated because there was 85 different mountains. Like I was just like, just put some mountains here, put a castle here. Oh, wait, there's 85 castles and 85 mountains, and I gotta find the right one. And oh, it was. I suddenly was like, I don't care about making these anymore.
Yeah.
How is there not a crowbar emoji? That is terrible.
There has to be one.
Not in what I'm seeing.
Fry?
Well, yeah, this is supposed to be the hellscape, but I never got to use it
Yeah.
to finish it.
Ooh.
Pry bar? It's very strange. Because I swear I've seen one before.
Although Cal doesn't know, does that mean I get to go home?
How about a miasma of crows?
Ah, it's fine to me. No other.
Oh, excuse me. My
Although I
gosh.
still like the unkindness of ravens.
The crow laugh. Well, this is fun.
happening?
What is the message? The overall message.
Oh, how nice of you. Never thought that would be a good compliment. Somebody actually, somebody, somebody posted that my new sleep story on com, put them out within 4 minutes or something like that. Somebody else is like, "Oh yeah, it's so great" or whatever, and I was like, "Okay," like, and then somebody just said, "Yeah, it's like a narcotic," and I'm like, "Wait, I'm not sure if it's good."
Your voice is like drugs.
Right. I'm just like,
Oh, yeah. That's
take a
such a
couple of
compliment.
these and float on a sea of titties until I see you again.
Oh, that's
Wait,
cool.
are we still streaming?
Yep.
Yeah. You know what? New raid message. Hold on.
Floating on a sea of titties.
Yeah, no, definitely not that.
Yeah, definitely
That's
not
our
that.
subtitle.
I
Wait.
don't want to upset anybody.
How
I'm
about
sorry.
floating on a sea of kitties?
Yeah.
We are going to a friend of mine, Madaloon, to end this Women's History Month. We're going to be raiding into Madaloon, and we're going to give her all the love. She's an awesome
Thank
creative.
you, GW, for making me wear a pink shirt and actually getting it and choosing it. So that was amazing.
You look great. You look great.
Yeah, pink looks good on people, I think.
I don't know. I think it just makes me look pinker and redder.
So what?
You smell bacon.
What
I'm not a
was-
cop. I'm just saying.
What was the rating message that we chose?
A miasma of crows.
It's in the chat.
Awesome. All right, guys. I
glad
will
we chose that.
see you guys either Wednesday or Friday for the next game stream. And as always, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, and do something fun, because who knows where we're going this year. Bye, guys.
Bye. Love you. Meow.